Good evening, Assalamu alaikum. We'll be talking about the Bangladesh cricket team coming to UK, and they'll be playing a few matches with Ireland. We've got a panel of guests here, and then guests also on online who'll be joining us. Let's find out, what's in store, and hopefully we'll get to find out when Bangladesh is playing and how we can actually join them. So let's introduce ourselves first. We've got here Nazimuddin Munna, who's actually a net bowler. Welcome to the program, Nazim.
Thank you.
And then we have here Jawar Ali, who's the director of SS County Cricket Board. So welcome to the program, Jawar.
Assalamualaikum channel viewers.
And then I think we've got online, everyone knows Shahidul Anam Ratan, who's the CEO of Capital Kids Cricket. Welcome to the program, Ratan Bhai. Okay, yeah, all right. So a bit of a connection issue. Let's start. Obviously, Bangladesh is coming. Are they here? As far as I know, they're actually in a camp in Sylhet at the moment.
That's right. So Bangladesh team is coming on the 1st, on Monday.
Okay.
Most of the squad, some of the players are coming on the 4th and the 5th. The guys in the IPL, Mustafiz, Liton, are going to come a few days later. Saqib is going to come a few days later. But majority of the team is arriving on Monday. We're really excited to host them at Essex. Although it's an ODI, one-day international between Ireland and Bangladesh, we're very fortunate that they're playing in England and giving the Bangladeshi fans in England the opportunity to watch them live.
I think, obviously Ireland has travelled to Bangladesh recently, and there was a good performance by Bangladesh on both occasions, really, with England as well. What do you think it's in store? What do you think Ireland will be thinking about?
So obviously the conditions in England, it's the beginning of the season, and that's why we're all running around. Some of the guests couldn't be here today because today is the first official league of the season. So the pitches are green, they're fast. It'll be testing conditions for Bangladesh, and one of the reasons why I think the team are coming a few days early. The Bangladesh team, believe it or not, everyone talks about the money. They're spending a lot of their own money to come 2 days extra so they can get 3 extra practices in. They want to learn and adapt to British conditions. So it will be a good learning experience. It should be a close game. Bangladesh don't need to win. We've already qualified for the World Cup. Ireland need to win 3-0, otherwise they don't qualify. So it should be an interesting matchup. And hopefully if the weather's good, we should also watch some great cricket.
I think Shahidul Anam Ratan has joined us, CEO of Capital Kids Cricket. Welcome to the program, Ratan Bhai. So welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mr. Bhai. Thank you, Channel, and thank you all the viewers of Channel.
So Ratan Bhai, Jawar just gave a little bit of background to the matches, but that some of the players are coming to this country a little bit early to check the weather out, check everything out. But what do you think? With the British weather, we've had some wettest last 2 months. Do you think even coming early is going to help some of the Bangladesh cricket team to actually adjust to the weather here?
It's very difficult because during early May, any team traveling to UK, forget about Bangladesh, even team from Australia, New Zealand, they struggle because this is a condition where the weather is damp. Sometimes it's raining. Sometimes there's a lot of humidity on the air. Wicket become green and ball moves around. So it's a difficult condition for Bangladesh. It will be a testing time, though they are coming 2 days early. It's not enough. 2 days early is you don't get much of your climatization, if you can talk about. If at least 1 week before would have been a little better. But anyway, because there are international teams are always full of commitment of local cricket, plus at the moment franchise cricket. 3 of our players are in IPL, and they are coming from there directly. So different players are coming in at different times. Having said that, it's a good opportunity for Bangladesh because end of the year there's a World Cup, and for Bangladesh, as Jawar mentioned, that we qualified already. It's testing time for Ireland, and Ireland hoping they can beat Bangladesh 3-0, which is, for me, it's very unlikely. And I hope that Bangladesh will win 3-0 because we've got a very good team. They're performing well. It will be difficult, a little bit of condition-wise, but Bangladesh will be in upper hand. So another thing is we are grateful to Essex to accept that except to hosting that games in England, it's supposed to be in Ireland, and that is allowing us as a Bangladesh community, particularly those who are around London, to go and watch after a long time. So it's another opportunity for us to go and support Bangladesh team and enjoy the game.
Okay, I think that's also important. I mean, in being in Essex, so obviously it's more closer to East London. Predominantly, Bangladeshi community are all connected now, scattered around all the way, not just Tower Hamlets now, all the way going up to Dagenham, Barking, even to Aveley. So that should be quite an interesting thing to see how we can get the stadium filled up, because that's been an issue of Bangladesh coming here and playing some test matches and things like that.
Definitely, and I think one of the opportunities that, from Essex point of view, that we saw, we knew that the Bangladesh cricket scene is expanding rapidly. Alhamdulillah, we're really delighted to announce Sunday is sold out. So please don't come to the stadium on a Sunday. Tuesday, the first game is sold out. So we're showing, the Bangladesh community is showing that we're going to watch cricket in numbers. Friday, there's only about 1,200 tickets left. We've put a lot of support. From Essex point of view, we know that the Bangladeshi community need additional support on the ground. So on Friday, we're turning our indoor venue into Jummah.
Yeah. So I think one of the things we want to let the viewers know, obviously, Bangladesh cricket team is actually an exciting thing for us all here in the UK. Bangladesh cricket team is coming to UK, and this is our opportunity to actually go and see them. Amra ashole sai is a Bangladesh cricket team aito amra London maze aile obosho amra close up hisabe. I mean, I remember the World Cup last time that when it happened in UK. It was so delighted to see the stadium was full of Bangladesh, particularly some matches like with England. It's strange that 3/4 of the stadium was full with Bangladeshi supporters. We need them to go out and support the team. That's the only way we're going to get Bangladesh coming here more often. And you were talking about the tickets. So is it quite easy to actually purchase, or if you can let our viewers know?
Yeah, if you go to the Essex website, tickets.essexcricket.com, or just put Essex County Cricket Club tickets, you can access the tickets. But unfortunately, as I said, due to the huge demand, the first game on Tuesday, the 9th of May is sold out, and the last game on Sunday, the 14th of May is sold out. The only game we have tickets available is Friday. There's about 1,200 tickets left. Now, for Friday, I know a lot of people worry about Jummah. I was just saying before, we've turned the indoor school into a prayer area. So when the lunch interval takes place, we'll have a Jummah prayer led by an imam with the khutbah and everything. So we're really trying to be accessible and open to the whole community.
That's really good. Let's get Munna involved. So, Munna, to me, kun club lagi khalao? Just a little bit about your background.
I play for Acton Cricket Club.
Acton?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the oldest and historic club in Middlesex.
And you're a net bowler. Is that what you do? Why do you want to be a net bowler?
Then I might get like a lot of experience bowling against Shakib, then Litton Das maybe, then others as well. So
that's actually really exciting, very inspiring for young generation, upcoming cricketers.
Exactly.
So when will you be joining? Join for
match definitely 2-3 din aage. I forgot the date actually.
So just to let you know, we ran a program. Ratan Bhai was leading it. CKC advertised for net bowlers, and you can imagine we had over 160 people. So a huge congratulations to Ratan Bhai and his team for getting the message out there, and we're painstakingly reducing the number because you can't have 160 net bowlers. So different bowlers will be allocated different days. So it starts on the 3rd of May is the first session, and then the net sessions are every day in between the matches. So not on the match days, it's in between. So in total, there's 8 sessions. So we'll have 8 sessions.
Let's ask Ratan Bhai, how did you go about finding the net bowlers, Ratan Bhai? Let's talk about that, what was behind the scene?
So, of course, we know a number of players who are playing. And when it's come to the opportunity for providing the net bowlers, it's give us some exciting news to the community that, that there is a chance they can go and bowl to the Bangladesh team. So everybody wanted to, come and join. So what we did, we opened it up to across the country, in fact, that we advertised within our network across the country, and about 170 applied in different specializations like left arm bowler, right arm bowler, off spin, leg spin, and so on. And then we have set up a criteria. We try to give more youngsters as a chance, so that those who are majority 30 plus, we try to avoid, because we wanted to give more young players to a chance to that they can get more inspiration, and they can improve and learn more about it. And then we ran a couple of training session trials, one in Seven Kings Pass on 15th, one we done yesterday, and one in day before yesterday. So we have done 3 trials. We got the final trial and final selections on Bank Holiday Monday. So again, the teams are requiring some specific bowlers, like they want left arm fast bowler, they want right arm leg spinner, they want fast bowler, so that we need to balance it up. And again, as you know, that Chelmsford, though it's East London, nearer to us, it's not that easy access. The training is in Chelmsford, is in Cambridge, and there is another venue, so where they are going to do the training, and players has to travel by themselves and be there and join this training. So we got about 7 or 8 days, because we need to provide bowlers to Ireland as well, they requested. So we will allocate maybe 7 to 8 bowlers every session, so that they can go and help the team. In a sense that the teams that coming from abroad, like Ireland also coming from Ireland, Bangladesh coming from Bangladesh, they require some additional support with the net bowlers, so they will get that, and also our bowlers will get good experience. Just to add on here, we not only apply open it up to Bangladesh community. There are communities from every India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, even some English boys also applied for it, and we are considering everybody, and we are inviting everybody for trial, so that it's an exciting opportunity for the youngsters, and that for us, and again, thanks to Essex Cricket Board for this opportunity. If it is not Essex, then it would have been hard, because I know that teams are coming under the England and Wales Cricket Board. There is a different protocol, and we have very little access to those training program and etc. So it's a good that Essex is offering and opening up to the community.
How many bowlers have you selected overall?
We have shortlisted about
170.
40. We have shortlisted already from 70 to from 170 we brought down to the 70 initially, and there is about another 40 to 45 is there in the shortlist. So that I hope most of them will be joining on. Some of them already we have selected, because some of them living far from London, from Midland. What we have asked them to send their video footage. So we checked the video, and that we have made some selections. There are people from Southend, Essex, people from Birmingham, and and so on. So seeing some video, there are some very good bowlers, and we already picked them, so that they will be part of it. So hopefully there will be a lot of between 25 to 30 bowlers will have the opportunity to come and bowl to the the good players.
How was the selection process, though? I mean, was there a few people there that were looking? How are you assessing the players?
It was myself, Jawa, and John Child. He was the head of cricket development from Essex. He was there other day. So we are doing a rating system, so that here our main criteria of the selection is, if there is somebody, a fast bowler, how fast he bowl number one, and how good his line and length. We know that these are the boys from the community level. They won't be like top-notch players that consistently they will bowl in a decent pace and decent line and length. We just try to identify those who can bowl really good, really fast, and a decent line and length. So that was the criteria. And about the spinners, who can spin the ball more, and again, decent line and length. So that was the criteria that we set it up. And again, we are all doing as a volunteer, that we are doing as a volunteering. The players will be going with their own cost, all right? So we all, I think, trying to work together and make it as fair as possible and help Bangladesh and Essex to make sure that that they have that good experience.
That's really exciting, actually. Come to think about it. So Munna is one of them, yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
How are you feeling? Being one of the net bowlers, you'll be actually throwing the ball at some of the international talents there.
Yeah, and to be honest, my action is look like Shakib, so I just used to copy him now. When I do bowling, like in Middlesex, a lot of players just shout like, "Oh, Shakib, Shakib from Bangladesh." And when I was in back home, it was very tough to take a photo with any of the internationals.
Yeah.
Now I can bowl to them, and it will inspire me. Even I'm playing in a competitive league in Middlesex Division 1, so it will be really helpful for me to learn how to bowl players like internationals. Already I bowl a lot of first-class cricketer like Robin does. In Middlesex, there are plenty of players.
We're going to take a break now, so I'm for we'll continue. All right, we're going to take a break right now, and hopefully we'll be back after the break. Welcome back. We're talking about the Bangladesh cricket team coming down to UK, playing Ireland in the month of May. And we've got guests here. Please do join in and ask any questions. We've got Jawa from Essex Cricket Board who can answer some of the questions that you may need about tickets or any information relating to the match. And we've got a net bowler here. You can call in and ask him why he's become a net bowler for some of the international players. Let's talk about the Sylhet match that was there. Well, obviously the preparation that Bangladesh team are taking, but when they played Bangladesh played Ireland, what was the matches like then, and what was the performance between the both teams?
I think Mazbai Sylhet the Sylheti fans were delighted to see the run fest. So many runs, 300 plus runs scored regularly. Bangladesh's performance in Sylhet was fantastic. The support from the Sylheti crowd was excellent. We won all the matches comprehensively. So it was really nice to see, and especially bringing international matches to Sylhet.
Yeah.
Well, I had so many people from Sylhet asking for tickets, but it was a really good tour, and the spectators got a really nice opportunity to see good bowling and good batting.
So do you think Bangladesh won, with performance? I mean, obviously Bangladesh had sometimes hot and cold. What do you think? Is that going to continue? Because obviously they had a good run with England as well.
That's right, and I think one of the key things is our fast bowling.
Yeah.
Because the fast bowling has improved, it's giving us better opportunities, and we can play with more bowlers. Unfortunately for this tour, Taskin is injured, so he's not coming, but he was one of the good bowlers who really stood out, and Ebadot did really well as well. So Bangladesh seems to be more consistent. We've got a really good professional setup now with Alan Donald as the head bowling coach, and obviously Hathura Singh has come back in as the head coach. So I think it looks like it's a much more consistent, and I think the Sylhet victory, to be consistently performing over all the matches, that was very pleasing to see.
Okay, we have Robin Das, who's joining us. He's actually an Essex rep. Robin, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good, thank you.
Welcome on the program.
Pardon?
Welcome on the program.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you very much for having me on.
How's your season going?
Yeah, it's been a good start. We've had somewhat of a limited second team preparation in the championships because of the weather, but over the week we had a game against Kent, and I scored a century, which was good, and we were close to winning, but then in the end with the weather we had them about 2 wickets left, but we got the draw in the end.
That's amazing. I've just heard from Jawad that you had a century against Kent, and that's a great achievement. How are you feeling with Essex hosting the international matches?
Yeah, no, it's very good. Obviously, with the Bangladeshi community in East London, it's nice to bring like some Bangladeshi international cricket to Chelmsford. So I'm sure they'll all be very excited, and me personally, I'm very excited to see the Bangladesh team come over as well.
And do you think it's going to go in Bangladesh's favour? What do you think?
I think the Bangladesh white ball side have been very strong recently. Good victories against England and Ireland, and it seems like they're on a good run in. Got a few good performing young players as well, so seems like the squad has good depth as well as like experience as well.
Obviously, you started playing this season. What do you think with the British weather? Do you think the players will hold on? Because this plays a very big role in cricketers' lives, really, in this country, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is true. But I think hopefully the weather will hopefully get better over the next few weeks. I think Bangladesh start playing sometime in May. And hopefully by then the weather will get slightly better. We're hoping.
Okay. I mean, one of the things that the coach, he mentioned that he's taken them to practicing over there in Sylheti because of the heat waves in Dhaka. And obviously his experience of playing there, he feels that the conditions are similar to England, So what do you say about that?
Definitely, and I think that's a big achievement. Congratulations to Nadel Bhai and the team for creating that kind of top-class facility. So when a head coach says, I want to take the national team to Sylhet to prepare for the tour of England, that just shows, how much improvement they've created. That the wicket is really good, it's more bouncy, and I think that's what they're trying to replicate because they know they're going to face short balls in England and Sylhet pitch can offer that. So it's really nice to see that Hathura Singh is thinking outside of the box and taking the team outside of Dhaka for this training.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think we were going to show actually one of the previous matches in Sylhet that took place. So let's see Bangladesh versus Ireland. I think it's the first ODI that took place recently in Bangladesh.
Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Oh, nice. Again, that's edged away.
It does the same. And look at this from Sterling. Perfect technique. He's made that look easy. He's gone for 3.
Oh, that should be taken. It just stops over.
Just holding back the delivery. The second opener departs. Liton Das gone for 26 of 31.
Oh, shot. Don't bother running. It's gone to the boundary.
Yeah! Oh, he's got him. Straight on with the arm. Wide gap for the ball to just go through and strike timber. Shanto goes for 25. It's 81 for 3.
Oh, yes. It needed to be hit well because there was protection on the deep mid-wicket boundary.
He slaps that away. Goes to 4, the single. Gets to another 50. Crowd are elated. Smashes that. Take that.
Well, he pick up a 50 on debut. Becomes the 3rd player from Bangladesh.
Appeal and given. And he's walked.
Look how wide that is. Ooh, unlucky. Gone for 93. Shot. Mid on, mid off. Watches it sail over.
There he goes. Slot sweep is an area he favors. And it goes for the maximum. There he goes, little shimmy. He tries to follow, and well done by the bowler.
And then it just holds, stops. And there is a man at short fine leg. Simple cat. He goes for 44.
Oh, clean him up. That is a tremendous delivery.
Rudo, he goes on debut for 92.
There he goes, up in the air. It's sailing away. Long, long way into the crowd. Swing a bat, it's up in the air, it's going to a fielder and he's taking it quite comfortably.
Tuscan's brief innings comes to an end, goes for 11.
It does, makes it in the full toss. Doesn't quite get a hold of it in the process. They go for the second run quickly. Here comes the throw, chance of a run out here. Bangladesh, at the end of that, are 338 for 8. With offered, and that's delightfully played away through the covers. There he goes, a big swipe and a big, big 6.
Down the track. Beautiful. And just as I say that, Shakib Al Hassan strikes.
Dot to start with, and then a bit quicker, over and over again. Gone for 34. Outside. Gone. It was a short delivery, shouts of catches.
This outstanding, good pace from Ebadat Hussain. Just rushes Sterling, and look at this catch, flying.
Oh, catch it is the call. I think he's got him. He has indeed.
And it's the duo of Shakib Al Hasan and Ibadat Hussain doing the trick again.
Ball him. Clean it up. Oh, edged and gone.
And starts off with the wicket, trying to play it on the onside.
Through his bat at that one, just past the fielder.
Inside edge, I think here, given no. Two noises in my ear. He will take a look though.
Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets hitting.
Oh, that looks out. That looks out. Yes, given.
Here he is now at number 9.
Flat line. Out.
Well, that decision will have to be changed.
Taken. Cleans him up. Full and straight. Hits the timber. And cleans up Ireland for 155. Good effort. What a performance from Bangladesh. They go one up and win by a very, very big margin of by 183 runs.
Welcome back. Robin, did you see the documentary?
Yeah, I actually remember watching that game, to be honest. I was watching the highlights of all that series. So, yeah, very impressive game. Very impressive.
I was going to say, very impressive performance by Bangladesh during that time. Do you think, what do you think? Do you think they'll continue this similar kind of performance?
Yeah, for me personally, I think the most exciting thing for Bangladesh has been the young players coming through, the likes of Toad Ridoy, Shanta. So this is probably one of the most exciting periods going into the World Cup coming up this year for Bangladesh.
I think similarly, I was going to say, because Bangladesh qualified, do you think that they'll give more opportunities to younger players to play against the match? Obviously, they're already qualified, so there should be some changes in the squad.
There is, and I think that's what Ireland are hoping. But if you look at the players that are coming, Sakib is coming, Tamim is coming, Mushfiq is coming, all the senior players are still coming. But I think the youngsters will get a chance, because if you don't give them an opportunity now, when do you give them the opportunity?
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone like Tawhid Ridoy, he played for Sylhet Sixers. On debut, he scored 92. He's a really exciting prospect. So they need that exposure to different conditions, and that will make them better players.
How do you think the coach and the captain will be thinking that, to select the players?
I think obviously Hathura Singh is very he thinks quite long term as well. So he will want different players to play out of their comfort zone and test them. But I think he will still want the senior players to take responsibility. So the coach will be trying to test them as much as possible. He's not going to care it's green pitches. He's going to expect them to perform, because they're a test playing nation. So he'd expect good performances from all the players, and we'll see if the players can handle that pressure.
Okay, I think Emdad has joined us. Assalamu alaikum, Emdad. Welcome on the program.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Busy day.
Excited Bangladesh is coming here? We're going to see them live?
Absolutely thrilled, actually. And it's excellent. And once again, thank you to everybody involved with regards to the decision to stage the games at Chelmsford. It's got to be an extremely exciting week for everybody involved.
You have a special role, I hear. Explain to us, what you're going to be involved in.
So, Mr. Bai, I'm actually thrilled. I received an email from Arfana Essex yesterday that I've been chosen as one of 3 people to ring the start of bell play, and mine will be on Friday the 12th of May. So I've been invited to go down to the ground with a guest and actually ring the bell for the start of play. So I'm over the moon and thrilled beyond measure. It's also my birthday, Ms. Babai, on the day.
MashaAllah. Double celebration.
That's a great birthday present for me as well. So it will be a very memorable day for me, whatever happens.
So that will be a special birthday to remember, you know, ringing the bell. Just make sure Bangladesh wins. That's the main thing.
Yes, absolutely. I think what it is in any sport and discipline, complacency can never set in, whichever discipline you're involved in. Having said that, with Bangladesh safely qualified for the World Cup in India, I think Jawa's made good points. There is time to experiment. You know, when you've got players like Ridoy there as well, this is the opportunity to try them as well. However, I do think Bangladesh which will be too strong. They have to win all 3 games, I believe, to qualify for the World Cup, and I think it will be a step too far. So I think Bangladesh will be celebrating well, but the Bangladeshi fans will definitely be celebrating come the week of May.
I just hope that it's not going to be sort of like a backfiring situation where with Bangladesh being too comfortable. That sometimes can happen as well, and then you know, just slips one, and then that's it.
I think Jawad, the good thing is you've got you know, like Jawad mentioned, there's a lot of the senior players who will be prevalent throughout. They will have their influences. You know, they're consummate professionals. I don't think they would allow, even if there's experimentation taking place with regards to those who play against Ireland. There will be elements from within the squad who will make sure that everybody is totally 110% focused.
I think one of the reasons why Ireland picked Essex, and Robin can probably tell you more, our pitch is the smallest ground in county cricket. So in all of England, amongst the counties, our pitch is the smallest. So Ireland are hoping that their players are going to hit the sixes. There's a short boundary that Robin knows very well that they're going to target. So I think that's one of the reasons why they wanted to go with our ground rather than others, because Ireland have a lot of power hitters, and I think that's what they're hoping for, to give them an advantage. Well,
let's ask Robin. Robin, you've got experience in playing in the county ground there. You know, what's your point of view? I mean, do you think that was a tactical move by Ireland?
To be honest, I think the kind of pitches that they'll be preparing will be fairly. They'll be good cricket wickets, so I don't think they'll particularly play into favour for either team. And maybe, yeah, with the short boundaries, it could play into the fact that Ireland have some power hitters, but Bangladesh have some very good cricketers as well. So I don't think that should be too much of a factor.
So because Bangladesh have already qualified, so you've got like, there's about, what, seven teams that have qualified. What happens to the rest of the 5?
So the rest are, so this is part of the World Cup Super League, and you get points. You get 10 points every time you win. So Ireland, if they win 3-0, they get 30 points, and they'll overtake West Indies, I believe, and they'll qualify in the 8th spot automatically. But obviously, if they don't win 3-0, then there's a qualifier, and then they have to try and go through another process to automatically qualify. So that's why Ireland need to win. Bangladesh are in that comfortable position that we're 4th at the moment, and we've automatically qualified. So even if we lose, the other teams won't gain enough points in the league system to overtake us. So it's all the pressure is on Ireland. If I could just mention about Emdad Bhai and why we did. So from Essex point of view, we're a small county. We really reach out to the community, and it's important we connect with the community. And we thought, if Bangladesh team is coming here, how do we recognize the unsung heroes? People who do a lot for cricket, who not everyone knows about. And so we opened up a process where we asked for nominations, and Emdad Bhai was one of the worthy people who were decided by a panel. So once the nominations came in, we had a panel who voted, and the top 3 people were chosen. So for Tuesday, the 9th of May, the first day, it's Abdul Salam, the president of the Bangladesh Cricket Supporters Association. He's been selected. Obviously, Emdad Bhai has been selected on his birthday to ring the bell. And Jusnara Kanom has been selected for the Sunday game on 14th. And she's part of the Ekota setup based in Goodmays Park. So these 3 people are really heavily involved in promoting grassroots cricket and promoting the game. And it's really important we recognize those unsung heroes and connect. And that was one of the reasons we ran this process. And congratulations to all the people the ringing the bell is 5 minutes before the start of play. So it's a very historical tradition where someone rings the bell to let the teams know players about to start. So it's an honorary thing, and we're delighted to work with the Bangladeshi community. And thank you to everyone who nominated the people and gave us the opportunity to select.
Okay, so I think talking about something like that, that's a great opportunity because the Bangladesh team coming in here. There's an opportunity like the bell ringers there, coming in. But obviously with the net bowler, which is another fantastic opportunity coming in. So Bangladesh cricket team coming in here is actually inspiring the community to getting them uplifted. Like you said, recognizing some of the people that were actually heavily involved with cricket. But with net bowlers, I mean I'm sure there's other net bowlers like Munna that are around that will be joining as well, yeah?
Yeah.
And what are they playing with you at the moment? Have you spoken to anyone else? How are they feeling?
To be honest, I didn't speak anyone.
Okay.
But যে প্রসেসটা ওনারা ফলো করছেন বেসিক্যালি যে ইয়াং ট্যালেন্টদেরকে সুযোগের ব্যবস্থাটা এটা রিয়েলি অ্যাপ্রিসিয়েটেবল কারণ হচ্ছে ইয়াংরা যত বেশি ইন্সপায়ার্ড হবে তারা কিছু করতে পারবে ইভেন দে গট দ্য অপরচুনিটি টু ডু সামথিং ইন ফিউচার টু বি প্রফেশনাল সামথিং সো এই জায়গায় অনেক এইজ লেভেল খেলায় আপনার কম্পিটিশন আছে তারপর চান্স আছে কাউন্টির ডেভেলপিং টিমে পার্ট হয়ে পারফর্ম করে কাউন্টিতে ঢোকারও চান্স আছে সো এটা খুবই ভালো একটা উদ্যোগ আর যারা ইয়াং তারা তো অবভিয়াসলি মোটিভেটেড হবেই সো এটা খুবই ভালো একটা সুযোগ আমাদের জন্য বেসিক্যালি নট অনলি ফর দ্য বাংলাদেশি কমিউনিটি এখানে ইন্ডিয়ান আরও যে কান্ট্রিগুলো আছে ইভেন ইংলিশ যারা তারাও পার্টিসিপেট করছে আমি যতটুকু জানলাম রতন ভাই বললেন সো ওভারঅল এটা আসলে অনেক ভালো একটা এক্সপিরিয়েন্স হবে আর দ্য মোস্ট থিং লাইক আমি যখন সুযোগ পাবো সাকিবদের মতো ব্যাটসম্যানদের বোলিং করতে যারা হচ্ছে কাইন্ড অফ আমাদের আইডল সো এটা কাইন্ড অফ ড্রিমই বলতে পারেন
So who's your hero then? Who are you following? Who are you inspired by when you're talking
আসলে
about?
আমি যখন ছোট ছিলাম তখন আপনার বেসিক্যালি আশরাফুল অনেক ভালো খেলতো আশরাফুল ভাই তারপর মাশরাফি মুর্তজা বলতে গেলে বাংলাদেশের প্রথম স্পিড স্টার তো তখন আমরা ছোটো থাকতে কী করতাম মাশরাফির মতো কলার তুলে এই স্টাইলে ফলো করতাম যখন সাকিব আল হাসান আসলো তখন তো আমি নিজে লেফট আর্ম স্পিনার সো ছোটোবেলা থেকে আমি সাকিবকে ফলো করি আমি মনে করি সাকিবই আমার আইডল সো এই আর কি সো
All-rounder.
Yeah.
Oh, so I know Ratan Bhai, have you joined? I heard you joined. Yeah. So I mean, we're just talking about Bangladesh cricket team coming and actually uplifting a lot of things in the community. One is you've got like 3 bell ringers that are going in, which is really really inspiring. And then obviously we're talking about the net bowlers that you've created, and surely there's going to be other munnas that are going there and they'll be inspired by it. And it's not just about cricket matches that are happening between two nations, but actually it's actually inspiring and uplifting cricket itself.
Yes, of course, it's a huge boost for our Bangladesh community, and you see the Bangladesh community is one of the fastest growing cricket community in I think London, I should say. And it's rapidly, if you can see last 10-12 years, its growth is fantastic. I know that we have about 30 to 35 cricket teams across East London, and there are a number of teams that are West London. Now it's in South London. There are teams that are in Midland, in Luton, and in Leicester. Even people from Bradford, that they are sorting out team over there. So it's a real boost for our community. We know that we were behind Pakistan and Indian community for long time for various reasons. But that last decade, I should say, the growth is quite fantastic. And this Bangladesh team coming and playing in Chelmsford, Essex, and we are part of this whole thing. And that our bowlers are getting chance to bowl to their iconic players, and also a person like Emdad Bhai, and they are ringing the bell. That as I mentioned, that if it is not Essex, that we couldn't give this opportunity, these unsung heroes, to come and give them the appreciation to they ring the bell. So it's really, I think, blessings for us, and I think we need to capitalize as much as possible. We need to be together. We need to support the team. We need to be there and see what happens.
Robin, you know, you've been playing there yourself. Is there a large number of already Bangladeshi spectators that come to your matches when you're playing there?
I'd say in Chelmsford, maybe not as much.
Okay.
Mainly Chelmsford are more local fans, but you see them all around, like especially when the World Cup year was around. I remember going to a couple of games at the Oval and at Lord's, and you see how many fans turn up, and I'm sure it'll be the same thing when the Bangladesh team comes to play at Chelmsford as well.
What's the full capacity there in the county ground?
I think it's about 5,500.
Okay, so we're already full on. You said, Jao said it's already full on a couple of days, no?
Yeah, so for the World, because this is an international ODI series, there's a lot of seats that have to be taken out for extra cameras and gantries and all of those things. So the capacity is 4,200 for all the matches.
Okay.
And Sunday sold out, and the first game sold out. So it's a shame that a lot of the seats had to be taken out, but international rules require the tri-vision and extra, you know, the cameras for the not outs and for the Hawkeye and all of these things.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of seats had to be taken out. But this was a test case, isn't it? So now, when England assess when they need to invite Bangladesh, hopefully they're going to decide to enable Bangladesh to play in the bigger grounds so more fans can watch rather than the smaller grounds.
I mean, that's been one, you know, some of the issues. But we're going to take a break right now. So hopefully we'll continue the discussion straight after the break. Welcome back. So, Jao, one of the things we're talking about, Essex hosting is actually a big thing for Essex cricket itself. Just the planning preparation behind the scene of Essex going on. What's the efforts that's going behind the scene?
So about 2 months ago, before February, before I went to Bangladesh, we started the discussions with the ECB when Ireland wanted to host the series. Previously, they played against South Africa in Bristol. And so we felt that we're more connected to the Bangladeshi community, so we pushed the ECB to say, why don't you consider us to host the match? And ECB came and Ireland came and did the inspection, and they were happy with the arrangements, and it all comes down to money at the end of the day, but I think they were happy with the offer and the support that we were going to give. For us, it's really important because Bangladesh community is one of the fastest growing cricket communities, especially around East London. And we felt that this was an opportunity to engage with the cricket family as a whole. So a lot of work for the last 2 or 3 months, getting the hotels and all of these things. Initially, the team wanted to come 4 days before. That's a lot of money, £70,000 BCB expense. But we tried to facilitate. Then there was food arrangements. Believe it or not, the biggest challenge has been drinking water bottles. The Bangladeshi players are used to drinking water from plastic bottles, and obviously we know in this country we've got sustainability and recycling, and we're trying to avoid single-use plastics, which is the new law. So this has been a big debate. Are they allowed to use the plastic bottles, or do they have to refill the bottles themselves? So a lot of small things like that as well. But hopefully when they come here, the team are really excited because they know they're going to get a lot of fans supporting them on the day. So that's the key message. Just a few little things for our viewers. Amader Mat, ekdom Suto Mat, is the smallest county ground in England. Parking space nice, so please don't come by cars. Chelmsford Station is an 8 to 10 minute walk. You can come from Stratford or Liverpool Street. The train only takes 35 minutes and it's quite cheap. Relax Babe Khalatao. We're going to have volunteers directing you from Chelmsford Station to the ground. It's an 8 to 10 minute walk, so please don't come with your cars. If you do come with a car for whatever reason, the parking is on the high street. It's only an 8 to 10 minute walk away, but you leave the cars at your own risk. So just that short message for everyone.
How would people get tickets?
So the tickets are available on the Essex website, tickets at essexcricket.org.uk. You can just press Google on Bangladesh Island Cricket Series and it will be on there. But as I said, Mongolbar ticket nai, Sunday ticket nai. The only day the tickets are available is for Friday, the 12th of May. So please don't come. Please, afnara mato aiya gate aile ticket faitay na. So koshto hoira please ayo na. We don't want a scene to be created. It is a small ground, but it's a good thing. Amra jodi dekhaitam pari that we're filling up all the days. Asha kori England je shomoy tour hoibe agami bochoro they will pick a bigger ground so more of us can watch. So please support us And those of you who have tickets, buy valid tickets. Please do not buy tickets from secondary sources. Amader website থেকে ticket কিনলো, বাড়ার মানুষ থেকে ticket কিনলে, they could be fraudulent tickets and you will not be allowed in. So please use the official website.
How many tickets have you sold so far?
So we've sold over 8,500 tickets have been sold already. Obviously, with the comps and all of that, that's excluding the complimentary and hospitality. We've only got 1,200 tickets left for Friday, and that's it. Once those 1,200 go, it's gone. The tickets were £25 for adults and £10 for children, reasonably priced. The money does not come to us. The money all goes back to Ireland, because this is Ireland series. So we couldn't offer any 2-for-1 offers or any of those discounts. So we are just hosting and arranging on behalf of the Ireland Cricket Board.
How did Essex get the rights to hold the international ODI series?
So we had a process with the ECB where we offered a price to host everything, and Ireland were happy with the price we offered compared to other grounds, and that's how we won the rights.
Okay, and is that, how does that fit in with your community engagement plans that you guys are planning on?
So obviously in East London and a lot of people moving towards South Essex and Essex as a whole, we know it's a big community. Our community is growing. The number of people playing recreational cricket from the Asian background is almost over 40%. And in Essex, we've got so many leagues. We've got Bangladeshi leagues, Gujarati leagues, Indian leagues, Pakistani leagues. There's the National Cricket League as well. There's loads of different leagues. So we know there's a huge take-up, and we knew if we were able to host this, we could really pass on and make the connections to the community. And that's why we were really keen to do this. We have a game until the 7th, and then we've got 1 week of Bangladesh, and then it's back to county cricket.
When is the actual team coming? What's the plan of their stay? So many viewers might not know. We know about the matches, but when are they actually coming?
So the team is coming on the 1st. সোমবারে আগামী সোমবারে টিমে এলান করব. They will rest on the 1st. On the 2nd, they'll rest. From the 3rd is when the practice starts. They have a official warm-up game against Ireland Wolves on the 5th. That's going to take place in Cambridge. And after that warm-up, there's a few more practice sessions, and then we go into the series. So the team is coming on Monday, this Monday.
Okay. Rotamai?
Yeah.
Who do you think will be the key performers during the series?
All right. Okay. We got Bangladesh, some couple of good. I feel Liton Das is one of the highlights. The Liton Das playing really well. Of course, Sakib is one of the top performer in all format. He is one of them. Of course, Captain Tamim, this would be one of his series that he wanted to show that he's still strong enough to be one of the best opener in Bangladesh. And in terms of bowling, of course, we got Mustafiz is there. We got Taskin. I think Taskin, our fast bowlers, I think should do well because of the condition. As you can see that Bangladesh team is in now Sylhet. Why they're in Sylhet? Because the condition in Sylhet, the wicket they are prepared is like a green wicket, a little bit hard, so ball bounces. So, and Bangladesh did really well against Ireland in Sylhet. So that is one of the reasons that our fast bowler should do well, and I think for the batters, for the new comers, I think is it Shanto is there in the team? Shanto and Hridoy, yeah. So these are the new guys. They are really doing well in the domestic, but again, this would be their testing time, playing away from home, and see how they do.
Well, let's see. We've got a clip to show of one of the second ODIs in Sylhet. So let's see the documentary.
There's evidence of that. Backing away, cracking it square of the wicket. It's forcing the bowlers into errors. Look at that high back lift. Oh, this is extraordinary.
This time he gets 6 and brings up a magnificent half-century.
Pulls it wide. Despite that, he latches onto that. This appreciated by his teammates, appreciated by the crowd here. What an achievement. What a milestone. Because that's the cheekiness of Mushfiqur Rahim. Hello, ramps it over. Well, is not in their comfort zone, trying to bowl the balls wide. The batsman throws the ball at it, makes beautiful contact. Hello. Cheeky, and 4. Gets those, what a way to get it. Tucks it away, gets a single, gets to his 100. Mushfiqur Rahim has played one of the best knocks around. Is over the moon, enjoying the moment.
Ratan bhai, the return of coach Chandika, Hatharasinghe, what do you think he's going to bring now, back into the squad?
I think we lost the sound. I
sorry. I was going to say the coach
that Mesbah was talking about, but I think when I was talking about the Bangladesh players, I missed out Mushfiqur Rahim. What a brilliant player he was, and he is, and he was performing really, really well. I think Mushfiqur Rahim, one of the players to watch during this ODI series as well.
Yeah, Ratan bhai, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I was going to say, Coach Chandika is now, back in coaching. What do you think of the impact he will be making?
Of course, when he was Bangladesh team coach, he was doing well. Of course, with a dispute, he has to go. He came back. He is a good coach. He got his strong philosophy, the way he wanted to provide opportunity to the youngsters, and there was some conflict with the senior players before when he was leaving, but I think everything is now overcome. BCB brought him down because of bringing, again, according to some of the sources, they're bringing some discipline within the squad. I think probably he did it, and he's a good coach, no doubt about it, and he's a good manager, I should say, that that he managed.
Can I come back to you, because I think Robin needs to know just a couple of things I need to just ask him. Robin, before you go, will you be playing any of the warm-up matches in the summer against Sri Lanka, Ireland?
I'm not entirely sure, but I'll probably find out closer to. Would be a great opportunity though.
What's your target for this season? And obviously it's only the beginning. What do you think?
Hopefully just continue scoring runs wherever I'm playing, and then break into the first team at Essex in all formats if possible.
Any messages for the Bangladeshi community about the upcoming matches?
Honestly, just enjoy the occasion. It doesn't come around very often, and it'll just be a great chance to embrace the cricket in the local community.
Okay, Robin. Well, really appreciating for joining us, and hope you have a great season, and looking to hear some more centuries and more news. Yeah, well done so far.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
All right, Robin. So coming back to the squad coming down, who will be actually touring? Coming down in the tour.
So it's the full team. Taskin is injured. I know not to mention Taskin did really well in Bangladesh, but he's been injured. So Ebadot will be leading the line with Mustafiz. But it's the full squad. So you've got Tamim, Sakib, Liton Das, Shanto, Tawhid Ridoy, Mushfiqur Rahim. So you've got the full contingent. The debate was on who, because they know it's going to be pacey wickets, they brought one less spinner. So was it going to be Taijul or was it going to be Nasum Ahmed? So for us Sylheti fans, obviously we wanted Nasum because he's from Sylhet, but unfortunately Tamim favoured Taijul because he's more consistent and has played for a lot longer. So Taijul has been selected ahead of Nasum. So obviously it's difficult decisions to make, but Taijul's got the opportunity this time round.
Just to get you involved in that, because obviously you're a bit quiet getting involved. But what do you think is going to be your target for this season?
Obviously 3-0. It's a part of World Cup practice, so more consistency will bring us ahead. তারপর হচ্ছে আপনার ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ এই বছর এন্ডে দিয়ে অলরেডি সাকিব অ্যানাউন্স করতে যে ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপটা এবার আমাদের নিতে হবে, অ্যান্ড এটা হচ্ছে সাকিব, তারপর মুশফিক, ইভেনচুয়ালি যদি মাহমুদুল্লাহ খেলে ওর জন্য, তামিমের জন্য লাস্ট ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ। অ্যান্ড আপনি যদি বিগত কয়েক বছর ফলো করেন, বাংলাদেশ কিন্তু অনেক কনসিস্টেন্ট ওডিআইতে, সাদা বলে বিশেষ করে। আর বাংলাদেশ এনিওয়ার, ওয়েদার ইন ইংল্যান্ড, অস্ট্রেলিয়া, ওডিআই ফরম্যাটে বাংলাদেশ যে কেউকে বিট করতে পারে। আর আয়ারল্যান্ড যেটা, ওরা চাইবে যে ওই যে বললেন যে ছোটো গ্রাউন্ডের অ্যাডভান্টেজ এগুলো নিতে, দে লুক ফর অল দ্য সর্ট অফ অ্যাডভান্টেজেস। আর বাংলাদেশ চাইবে সব জিনিসেই ডমিনেট করতে, কারণ আমাদের এখন অনেক ভালো ভালো পেস বোলার আছে, সবাই মেবি ভুলে গেছেন হাসান মাহমুদের কথা, কনসিস্টেন্টলি ডেথ ওভারে ইয়র্কার ডালতে পারে। তারপর তো স্পিনার তো আপনার দেখতেই পাচ্ছেন, সাকিব তো আর অল কন্ডিশনে, যে কোনো কন্ডিশনে মানিয়ে নিতে পারে। আর তাইজুল অনেক লং টাইম ধরে বাংলাদেশের জন্য খেলতেছে, সো ভালো এক্সপিরিয়েন্স আছে। আর নাসুম অনেক ভালো লেভেলের বলার, ইভেনচুয়ালি সিলেটি, সো আমরা চাইছিলাম নাসুম খেলে ভালো হতো। তারপরও দেশের স্বার্থে যে ভালো খেলে তাকেই বেশি সুযোগ দেওয়া দরকার। অবভিয়াসলি নাসুম অনেক ভালো প্লেয়ার, তারপরও তাইজুল আমি মনে করি ঠিক আছে এই সিরিজের জন্য। আর বাংলাদেশের জন্য অবশ্যই অনেক বেশি শুভকামনা। আশা করি 3-0 সিরিজটা উইন করবে এবং ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপের জন্য ভালো একটা প্রস্তুতি নেবে।
I think that would be, obviously this is the expectation from the whole of the Bangladeshi community, really.
That's right, and obviously the numbers will be there, they'll face the pressure. 92% of the tickets sold are to Bangladeshi people, so the ground will have a lot of expectation. So I hope the players can handle that pressure, because it's not always it's gone that way. Just a couple of other things. For the fans, from Essex point of view, we're going to have the official Bangladesh replica jersey and cap available in our Essex Club shop. So you can buy your replica jerseys and cap from the shop. So that's a great opportunity. And to make it a festive atmosphere, via Channel S, this is an exclusive announcement. We are allowing small musical instruments. So most cricket grounds are very, they don't want the atmosphere. But we will be allowing small musical instruments at the ground to encourage the fans to celebrate and watch the team and enjoy themselves.
That's really good. Ratan bhai, just wanted to ask about this new system of Super League and the point systems, obviously coming up to the World Cup. How do you feel about that? Is that, something exciting the teams, or is there some gaps that is giving opportunities to new coming teams to actually sneak in? Like obviously Afghanistan is already got a place in as a qualified team in there. What's your point of view on that?
It's tough. BCC sometimes the team goes through the bad patches, and the team like West Indies and team like Sri Lanka, they wanted to fight for the qualification. Even South Africa, they were playing against the Netherlands a couple of weeks back in South Africa. Just it's a qualification phases. So South Africa is, as you know, that consistently they're really good teams. South Africa, West Indies, Sri Lanka, and if these teams slip out for some reason because they got a bad patch in one of the series or two of the series, it's hard. But again, this gives opportunity to the upcoming new countries like the Ireland, Netherlands, these type of teams. They wanted to get qualified and play. So it's no hard feeling for anybody. I think ICC wanted to make sure that there are top 8 get qualification, and then again last few can come through the this qualifying system. But talking about Bangladesh's prospect in World Cup, I wanted to see Bangladesh win as many of our other teams. But again, we need to see how we do internationally when we go abroad for different competition. We didn't have much of success. I wish Bangladesh will go to play the final of the World Cup end of this year, but I'll be happy if we can reach the semi-final.
Okay, so thank you, Ratan bhai, for joining, because the program is coming to an end. Jawad, last few words.
Just from Essex point of view, আপনারা সবার দাওয়াত রইল, please do come and watch the game. A big thank you to Capital Kids Cricket and Ratan Bhai for all the voluntary time and effort he's put to give these opportunities. Essex, we can't do everything on our own. We work with our partners, and we value Ratan Bhai and Capital Kids Cricket's time with the net bowlers. And thank you to everyone who nominated for the Unsung Heroes. We look forward to seeing you and hosting you at Chelmsford on the 9th, the 12th and the 14th of May.
Okay, and Munna, last few words.
I'm very happy to be maybe for the selection. Maybe I'm selected as well. I don't know yet. And especially thanks to Jawar Bhai, Ratan Bhai, সবাইকে যারা অনেক কষ্ট করতেছেন actually volunteering work, যারা involved. Even thanks to channels আমাকে সুযোগ দেওয়ার জন্য কিছু বলার জন্য আর কি।
No, well, welcome on the program. You're doing well, and good luck with the net bowling. And I hope you get to bowl against Sakib Ul Hassan. Your dream come true, yeah? Well, thank you all for joining the program. Hopefully, we'll be following the Bangladesh cricket team during the matches that's been played in Essex. And please do join in. As Jawa said, you know, the tickets are still available. And we would always encourage Bangladeshi community to go and support the Bangladesh cricket team. That's what they're coming here for. Until the next program, Assalamu alaikum.